G'day guys, Felix Lee here today. I'm actually at my wife's parents' place because my wife is just accompanying her grandmom, her granddad, and also her parents are driving the grandparents' car to a car repair center. So that's another thing of the beauty of doing your home business online, because you pretty much are not bound in by space or by time. You pretty much do it on your own terms. But today's topics is not about the lifestyle. Obviously you probably have a bit of taste of other people that are currently living the life of home business. But today I want to talk about something that I've just learned from our fellow leaders, and most of you would have known who he is. I've just learned something from a video by Lawrence from his trips to Vegas. And you can see that we as leaders, we keep growing, because when you stop growing, you stop giving value to people, and when you stop giving value to people, people don't see any value in trusting you or in following you. That is why what you need to do as leaders is you learn to share what you have learned from other people, but in your own way, or your share your own experience, because no one on earth are being created the same. You might have, we might learn about the same thing. You can take same note, whatever someone share something with you, but because of your different background, of your different situations and your whole history, that makes who you are, that makes you being unique. I can't be a guy with a story of my dad passed away when I was little. No, because my parents are still alive, and I thank God for that. And everyone have their own struggles. And today I want to talk about 4 phases or 4 stages every single person have to go through, regardless of whatever business that you're involved in. And you're coming on board online, whether it is an online business or a brick and mortar business, this principle applies. And if you do not, the first thing that you need to be aware of is where you are at right now. In these 4 stages, where are you at right now? I'm not telling you to move on to the next stage, but I'm telling you so you can be aware of where you are at right now, and you can decide whether you want to move on or not. So the 4 phases or the 4 stages of this, what I call a business journey or success journey phase or stage, are starting from the first point, which is desperation. And these are all the stages everyone have to go through. With all these stages, everyone will have their own why, their own reason, or their own story of each stage. Everyone will be different. So I want you guys to take note, because I did exactly the same thing when I learned from our fellow leaders, Lawrence. When I listened to his video, I took note, and then I learned a lot from it. And then it teaches you how to get out of it, because a lot of people get stuck in it and do not know how to get out of it. So the first, back on, take note guys, back on the first stage or the first phase, which is desperation. Desperation means you're seeking something outside of what you're doing right now. It could be your job, because you are sick of your boss, you are sick of your environment, you're sick of your how you live your life, and your life is not fulfilling, and you're looking for a way out, or you're looking for a second option, or you're looking for an additional income, whatever it may be. That desperation stage, it has its own benefit, it has its own disadvantages. The good side of things about desperate is you have a strong drive. You are fully pumped, you're ready to begin a new adventure. Whatever it takes, you said, I'm gonna work my butt off to make this work, which is good. But the bad side of desperation is it could drive your business towards a wrong direction, because you are doing it with the wrong actions. You do not have focus, and it will show in your video, in your sales copy. You're being desperate, You want you want success desperately, and it shows in your video. It shows in your sales copy that you are pitching all your products, pitching all your, all your sales or whatever it is to get people join you. And people know that, people can sense that, and from my experience, I can tell, because when I look back in my videos that I did the first time when I first started, I came out of a desperation point of view. I looked really desperate, I spoke desperately, I wrote desperately in my emails. Everything shows. So do not get stuck in this business. Look at the benefit, look at the good side of things, use that drive to drive you to move to the next stage. So don't get stuck in desperation stage. Okay, you need to. That is why self-development. If you are in our PTG team, if you do not know what team it is, email me back or email whoever introduced this video to you. Go back to that person and go back to myself. How can I get involved in your team? Because in our team, we put self-development first on top of everything else. Because we truly believe, sincerely believe, remember guys, success leaves clue. When I first started, I didn't believe self-development was the most important thing. I thought it was a complete, BS. I thought it was a complete, things that people just, successful people used to cover up because they run out of topics to talk about. But again, success leaves clue. If successful people told you that it is important, why don't you listen? If your life is better than someone else, then it's okay. Don't listen to other people. Even successful people, they learn every single day, every single moment from other people, because they know, they have that attitude, they have that mindset to open up their minds and keep absorbing, things that they can develop themselves. So again, guys, listen, go through the self-development, go to our team training, go through our library, all the electronic books that are free for you to download. And I've read a lot of those, and I've actually, some of those are MP3 files, or audiobooks, which is a total helpful, in this era. You can just plug that in your computer or plug that in your car, or while you work, listen to those, because that will develop, and you will then have more value to give to people. So back on track, back to the phase that we want to talk about. The first stage is desperation. Then you move to the next stage, which is what we call a comfort stage, or comfort phase, being comfortable. What it means is you have been involved in the business, and a couple of months later, your job wasn't too bad, your environment wasn't too bad, and you start feeling, oh, the job wasn't too bad after all. If my business wasn't successful enough, that's okay. I still have my job to back me up. I'm not that, I'm not at my rock bottom. So, in other words, you still have a plan B. You only look at a business as a thing that makes you feel better, because you have something going on in your life to make you feel that you are progressing. But the reality is that you are actually not progressing, because you are stuck in one phase or one stage, that you don't move forward. You don't really worry about whether your business are growing or not, because you still have your income to back you up. You still have your job. You're not fully focused, and you don't really work on your business. So unless you are desperate for success, then it's not a real success. There's a few tricks that Lawrence talked about for people to get through this stage, but from my own experience, that is for me to burn all the plan Bs behind me. So I only have one plan, that is to work on my business, and that is the only way that's the only way out for me to survive. Once I burn all my other options, I focus fully on my business, and that is when I put on all my thoughts, all my energy, and all my focus on what I can do to grow my business. I did things that I never did before. If you follow me, you can see that you know, back when I was quitting my job, I did one video every single day. A video every single day. That is why you can see in my YouTube channels there are probably, I don't know, close to hundreds videos up till now, because that is when I had hit my rock bottom. I know that I did not have a way out other than my business, other than income from my businesses. But a way for you to, I'm not telling you to quit your job right now, because obviously that will be suicidal for some of you. You know, if you have savings, good. If you have, you know, some other streams of income, great. But if you do not have those luxury, then there's a trick that Lawrence says, you know, that you can use, which is try to think, you know, trick your mind to getting past this stage. Imagine that you don't have a job right now, no income, or you probably can imagine what happened if you get, you know, get sacked the next day. What do you have to do then? You have to treat this business as if this is the only way for you to live or to survive and then to succeed. So there is no wasting time. Every single moment is precious. And when I was quitting my job, in the period couple of weeks leading to my retirement day, you know, a panic mode, a panic button just suddenly went on. And at that stage, I knew that I have to make this happen. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to provide foods for my family. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to provide or sustain or live in my house. I probably have to sell my house. It becomes a must for me. So there's no time for me to waste. I use every single day. I use every single night after I came back from work. And I move on from those second stage, which is the comfort stage, to the third stage, which is inspiration stage. A lot of people that have quit their job, or they have you know, start living their income from businesses, are stuck in this phase. And I have to admit, I have to, you know, that is what my promise is to my team. That is my promise to every single person that comes into my team. That is that I appreciate and I honor openness. I honor honesty in my team. Okay, I do not want to bluff where I am right now. You know, when I made my video, I never in my video tell people that I've made certain amount of money where I haven't. Okay, I display the truth. You know, when I posted about my commissions that I've made, those are my commissions. I do not get someone else's commission and post it as my commission. Okay, I honor honesty, because if a business require hype to get people join or to get people come on board, then it is indeed a hype. You know, it is indeed a scam, because you're lying. You're scamming people's money away. You are actually lying for your own benefit. And for that, you know, if you are lying, then your team members will be lying, and it will just fall. It will just, you know, keep falling through until the next people, and you wouldn't have a strong team, because everyone is building their business on the foundation of lie. That is why I want to do it right. You know, some of you might have received my emails, especially in the early stage where I haven't earned a lot, or where I haven't actually get to the right mindset yet. You know that I tell you guys how much I earn, or how, you know, how many team members that I have. I do not bluff about it. I do not tell you that, you know, I have 10 people, where in fact I only have 1 people in my team. You know, there are some occasions in my early careers, yes, I fell into that traps as well, as I try to be, you know, I try to present myself as a leader. Especially when I got my first sign up. People ask me, how many people have you got? I said, I've got 1. And that is, I remember those moments wasn't a great moment at all, because it was a moment of light. It might sound like a good lie, or just a small lie, but at the end it comes back to your principles in life. You know, if you are faithful in little things, then God will bless you for bigger things. If you cannot be faithful in the little things, how can you be faithful in bigger things? That is what I learned all about Bible. That is why, you know, Word of God, or the Bible, is the source of inspiration for me. It's a source of truth for me to check whether what I'm doing right now is actually along with my principle that I've learned from the Bible. Okay, whatever you have, whatever your principles are, stick with that. Whether it is through some other things that you have your own belief in, it is entirely up to you. But what I say to you is stick to your principles. Otherwise, people can sense that, people can see that you are moving from one principles to another principles. But if you are with me long enough, you know that my principles is I stick with openness. I try to be as open as I can. So when you guys email me, I do take time to respond to you, because I do not just respond with bluff, but I respond with I really appreciate when, especially a serious emails coming through me, I reply that with a serious heart and mind on it. So it comes to inspiration stage, which I know that I'm actually at this stage. What is inspiration stage? Inspiration stage is the stage where you start getting result. You start seeing, people signing up, people trusting you, people, telling you that you are great leaders. People start telling you that you are showing examples. You know that you know your stuff. But those results make you feel, you have arrived, and you become complacent with your success. You've become taking things for granted. You have many results, but you're not earning great results. And that is, with an open heart, that is where I assess myself to be where I am right now. I have many results. I have results after results, sign up after signs up, but my results are not great yet. And why am I stuck in those phase, or why are you stuck in those phase or stage right now? And I hope by the time when you watch this video, maybe a couple of months or maybe a couple of weeks later, when you watch this video, I have moved from those stage to the final stage, or to the final phase, which is the fourth phase that I'm going to reveal to you guys. So at this inspiration stage, there's a lot of other leaders which are stuck in this inspiration stage, because what they think about is their own success, how far they have reached, how much they have made, where in fact their income is just limited, because there is this barriers that prevented them to earn more. So what are these barriers? And this is truly an eye-revealing stuff for me when I watched this video from Lawrence yesterday. So the final stage where everyone wants to be, write this down. It is a stage where we call it other people's success. Focus on other people's success, not your own success. So when you genuinely arrive at a point where you say that, what can I do to help other people, to help my team member to be successful? The stage where you don't worry, where money is no subject or object in your mind at all. If you have arrived at those stage, then congratulations, you have made it. Yeah, you have genuinely developed yourself as a true leader, as a true role model, because you displayed an attitude of putting others before you, before your needs. And believe me, guys, and I truly believe it in my heart, because I've seen those. I've seen those examples, people that haven't had result, where they have put other people first, where they have served without want, where they have giving out value without worrying about their own money or their own income side of things. Things will grow for them. And that is exactly what happened to our leaders, like Lawrence, like Albie. From my own personal experience with all these leaders, they are great leaders, because I know from my experience that they have heaps of other team members in their teams, and I'm just one tiny little members in the downline, where I'm not even a direct downline, so to speak, in the network marketing jargon. I'm actually one of the downline, right? The fact that they want to spend time to me, they want to spend time and talk to me, they want to expand what I can do, they want to help me out to get through, to actually get me through to the next stage. The fact that they want to spend their time for me, I appreciate from the bottom of my heart. That is exactly what I'm doing to other people as well, because I learn from the role models. So that is the importance of surrounding yourself with great leaders, you know. So if you're not in our team, if you're not in, you know, in PTG team, I strongly suggest you to come on board with me or come on board with whoever introduced you this video, because a team that is being surrounded by great leaders will, you know, when you rub shoulders with these people, you yourself will become one. You will talk like them. You will think like them, because you start thinking about other people. You start seeing people caring about other people. Then you start caring about other people. Because those things are contagious, I can tell you. And I can see the example of those people that are successful, like Scott, you know, helping out team members as well. When Scott came over to Australia, he visited all the team members that he has in Australia, you know, to help them out. From a newbie to more experienced people, doesn't really matter, because he knows the true value is in helping other people, putting other people first. You know, understand your prospect. Yes, you know, skills, traffic generations, copywriting, they are important. But if you truly think about it, at the end of the day, those things teaches you how to think from the prospect's point of view, or from the prospect's shoes, which means that you have to put other people, you know, in front of you. So with that said, if you think that a particular business, a particular, you know, traffic strategy will help you to get to success, then I would say, you know, you might want to rethink of whether that's true or not. You know, have a deep think of what will truly make you successful. You know, if you know a particular traffic strategy, like say a YouTube strategy that drive a lot of traffic to you, but then when people watching your live, people read your emails, they don't see a point, they don't see any value that you deliver to them. They don't see any benefit for them to join you. Then what is the point of, you know, having tons of traffics to you, but, you know, if you don't giving up value or benefit to people. So start to put other people first. And in, you know, in the network marketing or in the MLM industry, or, you know, in the relationship marketing business, because at the end of the day, most businesses is all about relationship, building relationship with your prospect or your client. You heard a lot about the terms find your why. You know, most people have that simple why, not simple. Most people have that foundation or the basic why, which is their family. You know, it could be their health, could be their mother or whatever. You know, for myself, my foundation or my basic why is my family, because I have my wife, I have my parents, I have my son that I want. You know, I want to spend more time with. That is my simple why. But you need to dig down to your true why. What is your why? Why do you live on this earth? You know, deep down inside you, find out why. What is your purpose on the earth, on this earth, on this life? You know, especially in the role of internet marketing. And for myself, from watching all my other great leaders examples, I do have the same goals, which is to refill or to operate my business based on truth, and to pretty much, you know, save this dirty online world from becoming a genuine, or from giving a genuine, honest approach to people, so people can find hope. You know, a lot of people, I bet a lot of people, especially in this technology era, you know, when they are desperate about getting out from their job, what do? They search online. They go online and search for a business opportunity. And I do hope that they come across to our team, regardless of that is in my team or my other team members' team, or in any other PTG team members. I do hope that they come across to the right team, because I do not want people to go through what a lot of people have gone through, which is being scammed, you know, all the hard-earned dollars being taken away from them. You know, every single dollar counts. If you have watched my previous video when I went to Asia, you know, every single dollar counts. A dollar could mean a meal for a family, a day or 2 days or a week. So I'm truly sick of other people being, being so-called guru and try to scam away people's money. And that is why I want to operate my team, this team, based on honesty, based on openness, trying to help other people, putting other people first. And it is a matter of, from for you to move on of a stage to another stage is for you to be aware of where you are at right now, and then move on. And then it is just a matter of decision. It could be just like a light bulb switch, to switch your mind and decide that you want to move on to the next stage. Go back to your notes that you have written down, see what you can do to move on from one stage to another stage. Because truly, I have found mine. I have written down what I need to do to move on from what I'm currently at to where I want to be. Because it is all about, not about listening, it's about taking action. Okay? I mean, you think about it. How many years have you stayed in your job right now? A lot of people probably stayed more than 10 years, and 10 years is not a short period of time. And if you're coming on board online, if you only spend, a few months and you think that you can't find successes, that is because you haven't stayed in the business long enough. There is a phase where everyone has to go through. There is a stage, or there is a process that everyone has to go through. That is the struggle, or the grinding stage where everyone have to go through. All successful people have to go through. It wouldn't exempt you from it too if you haven't experienced one. You probably have to go through the basic things like, how would I survive if I put my savings into this business? How would I cope with my partners if I put our savings into this business? How do I cope with my money that I've invested in advertisement and giving no results at all right now? You have to go through all those phases. And time, my friends, take it as your friend. Take time as your friend. Don't take time against you. Because it's great to expect result. It's great to have that expectancy that, to set a goals, how much you want to earn, or how many team members that you want to sign up and all that. It is good. It is a drive for you to aim for, so that you can set out a plan exactly what you need to do. Have a great expectancy, but do not get disappointed. Because the real point of setting up a goals, or the real point of, setting up all this inspiration, is for you to grow inside. So you become the person who you meant to be, who you become the leaders who you meant to be. You can forget about whether you hit your goals or not at the end of the day, but see how you have grown from zero, from this stage to another stage. And I bet when you look past all that you have gone through, you will feel proud if you are still in here. You will feel proud if you haven't given up, because you know that you have conquered this. And you can tell yourself, bring it on, bring it on, man. I can face another challenge in my life. I know I have the attitude, I have the mindset that is needed to face another phase of challenge, because those challenges will become bigger and bigger. But the things that has changed is the way you look at those challenges. Is not run away, but you will face that right in front of your face, and you'll be grateful first, and then you will just rely on gut and face your problems, face your challenges. Life is short, guys. So think about what you truly want to do in life. I just received a text message from my mom yesterday as well, that one of my parents' close friends, who passed away in an accident a couple of years ago. His son, who is quite close to my age, or probably older than me, has just passed away yesterday. And I was pretty sad yesterday when I listened to that news, because he was actually being diagnosed with liver cancer. And the time when they found out, it is already at the worst stage, or worst phase, and he didn't have time to do anything at all, and he passed away yesterday. So it is indeed telling me, keep again showing me that life is indeed short. What is truly important for you? Put others in front of you, your family. Start with your family. Start from your family, your son, your wife, your parents. Put them first. Love them unconditionally, regardless of how they treat you. Love them unconditionally, because life indeed is too short for you to hold grudges, or for you to hold anger to other people. Think as if today is the last that you live on earth. Would you be able to tell yourself that you have lived a fulfilling life? So with that said, guys, it is with true honor that you have listened to me talking this far, and I do appreciate your time. I appreciate you taking your time out of your busy schedules in life, because I do know that you have a family or you have your things that to do, but you choose to listen to this, and I truly believe that you have gained some value that you can pass on to other people, to your team, that indeed pass this on and make your life as a legacy, for people to remember that, hey, this dude is awesome. So have a blessed day, guys, and God bless. Bye bye.